Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you here. Things did not go as expected in the future. I'm actually doing a voiceover, if you couldn't tell. I had this misguided notion that Lolita, since she has so many, romantic interests, that one of them, would just randomly be chosen in the future for her to have, a child with. And then I would look at them and be like, oh, okay, that's, who she should end up with. And that didn't happen. Her only descendant was an elder clone of herself. So, yeah, that was extremely disappointing. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out, like, who this sim was, and then it finally occurred to me that she was just a clone of Lolita because Lolita didn't have any kids and wasn't, like, married to
MJ.
somebody or anything. So, yeah. So I decided to work that into the story. Um, and there is a story. So I guess, I mean, I'm going to be writing this, but I thought I'd just show you it. And, at least you have something, some kind of closure. We still got to decide who Lolita ends up with and all that.
Howdy.
But,
Oh.
I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek first. I spent a really long time trying to do this with video, but it just wasn't working. So you'll have to forgive me. I'm using screenshots. It's just the only way, and it took me a long time just to take the screenshots too. After the first few, I kind of gave up on making them identical to the original screenshots, but here we go. So excited. So the concept is that the future is in flux, and what Lolita sees isn't exactly what's happening. It's actually flickering from the regular future that she supposedly sees in the dystopian future. And the descendants have the job of having to keep the people that visit the future from realizing that there's this problem. So, since she didn't have any descendants, they cloned an elder version of herself, but that person wasn't even really there. They're like a projection, but they also have actual people that kind of follow them around and make sure, that while this past person is visiting, that they don't see anything that they shouldn't see. And it's this big thing in the future that you aren't allowed to change the past. I know it's a theme that is in a lot of movies and stuff, but they say that it happened once somebody tried to change the past and they made it worse than it already was, and so they're not allowed to. But that's where my new characters come in, the ones that you see following Lolita and her quote unquote descendant. Shensi has this idea on how she thinks that she can fix the past to fix the future, basically. And her friend Mares he's more interested in going back in the past and experiencing life, like for real, experiencing it instead of experiencing it through holograms and hollow books and all that. He wants to really live his life and do everything that he can in his life. They come up with this plan to, since it was their job to follow Lolita around when she's in the future, that they will sneak to the past with Lolita when she leaves. So, yeah, that is what happens. And Shensi will be doing my apocalypse challenge, the lunar apocalypse. And Mares will be doing the ultimate sim. They'll be going to university first together before I split them up to do their two separate challenges. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, and I'll have the creation videos for the two of them coming out after this video. So I hope that you are as excited as I am because this is something that I've been working on for a really, really long time, and we're ready to start. So Maris and Shensi followed Lolita back to the past. Now, I spent a lot of time making this. This is the place where Sims go for virtual vacations. Although they're more than virtual, but I'll explain that another time. This video is about Lolita and Mars and Shensi. Yeah, okay. They followed her through the future portal, the Sunset Valley, where it all began. We're a little confused on who the little boy was, but they decided that their paths would diverge there, and Lolita went to a much sunnier place after saying goodbye to her old friend Mortimer. And Mares and Shensi made their way to university. And I'll have some videos with Lolita still, just probably not very often. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye!